All right, this is going to be completely awesome. I have an opportunity to revisit, and it hasn't been but maybe 2 years since I have, the Guilfords that I have in my display. And man, if I had a frame, and you can get one, I guess, that was that big, that'd be perfect. This is Eastern North Carolina, and to me, it's finest. I love this kind of point. What you're looking at, and we're going to get a little bit of a close-up, is Guilfords, that's for sure. But you're looking at Guilford rounds, Guilford straight bases, Guilford Yumas, and with some good natural light here today, this is going to be awesome. I'm continually overwhelmed. I mean, if you're just tuning in or haven't been coming by Indian Trace for a long time, what you're looking at is the result of about 3 years. I've really been collecting what I say is intelligently for 3 years, where I've known some stuff about my sites and what have you. So, well, it's 75 degrees today, so spring's on its way, and man, look at the different color variations here with the natural light. So where do we start here? Let's go clockwise from the outside, then move into the inside. And I'll just go around slowly and show you these points so you're completely familiar with the different types and textures of Guilfords. And I have a ball with them. I mean, I think these points just are the right shape, and you know, everybody has their favorites and what have you. All these exceed 2 inches, and that's for sure. Some of them are about 4 inches. I've got some G10s thrown in here. The concave bases like these are really Guilford Yumas. And these, although they lend to be Guilford straight bases, are just like the Guilford Yumas, as you can see in this one. Nice points though. Some made out of rhyolite. Look at this. Jumping over here and just going around the outside loop here just to give you an idea of the beauty of a Guilford lanceolate point. Just some great stuff. This little guy is pretty cool. Just absolutely one of my favorite points. So I figured, beautiful day. Didn't have a lot of new stuff to show yet, so I figured I would go and revisit my favorite type of point. Guilford straight base all the way. Varying material Guilford. Common rhyolite with the great flaking. Another Guilford straight base. They growing on you yet? They grow on me. I know where I found all of these. I mean, I'm fortunate enough to find them regularly enough, been able to give a bunch of them away in terms of Guilfords, and I have a whole section of small Guilfords. I mean, they don't just make them this one size, 2.5, 3 inches, 4 inches. But this bin right here is full of Guilfords, small ones. Let's go to the inside circle and around. These are all 3 inches, 2.5 to 3 inches or more. Look at these. Differing materials. This is a unique material. Just look at this, speckled. Now the inside ones here are another step up to stellar. Now they're all, I mean, all to me just worthy of a frame that'll look like that probably. My goodness. But the inside ring is ones that are just a little more dear to me for whatever reason. I mean, look at this piece here. I found that at the Falcon. Found this one out of Sugar Quartz at Smoke Alley. Nice point here from Saponi. This one is from the Rise. Right over here, actually, near my house. Not even a mile from my house. And then this one I found fairly recently at the Archaic. It is a flat-out G10. This was on film, but I'll just show you guys again some of the new passers-by. Look at this. Completely awesome. That's the Guilford Point for you. Unbelievably cool. Guilford round right there. And this one right next to it, they're both found at the Archaic. Take a look at this. 2 years before that, found that at the Archaic. Another one here from the Falcon. Now, I guess you should have just already turned this thing off if you didn't like Guilfords, but if you love Guilfords, this is a complete overload. And to me, I don't even get tired of looking at Guilfords or finding them. They're just, I mean, they feel good in your hands. I wish you guys could check these out in person. This is one I found almost 3 years ago. Absolute G10. Guilford Yuma from the Cascade. It's a smoker. They relieved it right there. No new brakes on this thing at all. I mean, to tell you. I remember when I was almost 3 years ago, look at that piece, looking at Guilfords of a buddy of mine, and I'm like, man, you can find points like that around here in eastern North Carolina? I wasn't even sure I would be able to find any Guilfords. He said, yeah, you find them, you'll come across them, and then lo and behold, just moving forward for the last couple of years, 2, 3 years, this is what you get. I mean, look at this varying material, look at this piece. Almost a slate. And this one, I absolutely love this one. This piece here is a favorite, just its size. You can tell where they relieved it down at the bottom, or they had to half that in. Just great style and great look to these things. Gotta love a Guilford, don't you? As we finish up, this was a big old thick Guilford that I found over at the Bear. One of the very first Guilfords I found before all these points you see here. Pretty cool stuff. And then another I found at Notchville, which is really a G10. Gotta look at this thing. Made out of rhyolite. I mean, to tell you. That's why a lot of you found points that are similar to these. You call them agate basins or what have you across the country. Well, here, looking them up and looking in all the books, North Carolina's got 3 types of Guilfords. And here's one, the Guilford Yuma. And here's an old one from the Archaic, made out of varying material. It's a Guilford round. Then I'll show you a typical Guilford straight base, which is pretty much right there. Or right there. Anyway, man, that sure does it. That's good for me just to take them out and check them out. Being able to handle them and what have you. Don't know what I'd do if they were under glass. Probably lift up the glass and check them out anyway, right? A lot of you guys would tell me that. Good picture right there. Appreciate you guys tuning into Indian Trace. I just wanted to give you a good, clear look at eastern North Carolina and the Guilfords that are here. Whew. I mean to tell you, they look good together, don't they? Here comes the spring. I hope you guys find something out there.